plaques and awards. Timing. Selling out dates on the tour. Timing. Winning till we running up the score. Getting bubbling and getting some more. Timing. It's on the way. Yeah, it's on the way.
Honestly, I feel like my album is better than a lot of the projects that dropped this year. And this is me saying this as someone that feels like 2025 was an overall great year for hip hop. I listened to a lot of music this year, and I feel like if you put my album next to a lot of the albums that dropped this year, that I'd be ranked pretty high overall. The difference between me and the other artists that are getting a lot of the praise for dropping this year is that they have bigger platforms or access to bigger platforms, so they reach a lot more people than me. That's why I'm over here trying to build up this platform so I can climb to the top of the mountain and scream how people need to check out this album because it's one of the best releases of the year. No bias, of course. When I look back on this album 5 years from now, I know this will be where I pinpoint that my music career officially took off. How hard I'm going to push this project or how hard I'm pushing this project. I know that a lot of doors are going to open for me to make it to the next level. Even though I feel like this album is a classic now, I know it's going to be one of those underrated gems that people regret that they weren't hip to a lot sooner. You know, like on Hard Knock Life when Hope said, I gave y'all prophecy on my first joint, still y'all all lamed out. Didn't really appreciate it till the second one came out. It's going to be something like that. On one hand, I'm ecstatic about the amount of positive feedback that the album's been getting since it dropped. I've been having people reach out to me to tell me how dope it is, how much they really rock with it, and how it's one of the best projects that they ever heard to come out of Nassau. And then on top of that, I've had random people that I don't know spend their hard-earned money to purchase the project, and for someone that's in my position, that's been crazy to experience. And then on the other hand, I feel vindicated because I've been telling people for years that I'm super dope with the raps. I know that I'm just as good as whoever they can name, but they just be like, yeah, whatever. But now that the project is actually out, it's been more like, yeah, maybe you were speaking facts this whole time. Releasing this album has taught me a lot of things, but the main thing that it taught me is that perfectionism hinders progress. Trying to get things perfect instead of done held me up so much during this process. If I wasn't hell-bent on trying to get certain features, re-recording certain verses, trying to get new mixes and doing a whole lot more, this project would have been out a lot sooner. It wasn't until I gave myself the deadline to have it released by the end of summer, and then that date started to creep closer that I said it was time to give up trying to be a perfectionist and try to get this thing done. I left certain things as is on the album and people didn't even notice. They thought it was intentional. So yeah, try to get things done instead of perfect. You'll achieve more. Now that the album is out, the mission is still the same, and that's to sell 1,000 copies of the Imperial Island LP. I know that the only way that I'll be able to do this is by building up my platform and audience. So since the album dropped, I've doubled down on social media growth. Right now, my main focus is building up my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to the point that I'm as visible as possible. I know that if I put myself in front of a large enough audience, I'll find people that are interested in the type of music that I make. They'll want to join this community that I'm building and potentially support the 1,000 fans campaign that I have going. So look out for me to do everything to push this album on socials.
Okay. Blowing up my phone, old school drinking, weekend playing, nigga in the zone, plotting how to make the city mine and get the throne and pray my sins to get atoned, cause everything they say I am, I'm something more, I ain't never been a sham. Could tell you on